Hello. Hello, Mike.
Hello, Chili.
Hello.
Where are we tonight? We're now 76 kilometres in. It's been very sunny, it's very windy. We're staying in an Equestrian Hotel something.
Boutique hotel.
Boutique hotel, which
was
is very
a
lovely.
great surprise, I have to say. Run by owned by an English woman.
From Guildford.
It's all very posh, actually. But we seem to be the only ones here. You know, there don't seem to be a lot of people. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? You're gonna.
Yeah. I think you can see outside a little bit. You can't see the swimming pool and the little chapel and the water tower and the complete equestrian setup.
Yeah.
But it's quite something, and it's a lot better than it was last night.
Yeah,
last night wasn't. It was a nice hotel. It was a nice, nice. I don't know what they call them, apartment, I suppose. And outside the window there was a clock going bing bong every hour. But that was a vast improvement on the night before, because we stayed in apartments by the railway level crossing, and that went bing bong every quarter of an hour.
Bing, bing. A lot of bing bings all night.
So we
woke up exhausted, and we've been walking as we do. That's why we're here. But we've been walking, but it's been very, very hot. So not too hot. There's been a lovely breeze still, which is
a nice
good.
breeze.
But getting back into the walking this time.
It's been a little bit tricky. But walking out of Lisbon, as I may have said in another video, is that walking out to Lisbon to here, well, to last night, which was about 50k, it was very industrial, and we're following railway lines and very dusty straight tracks. Straight tracks aren't fun because they can be 4 kilometres long when you start it, and it takes an hour to get through it. So that's a little bit trying, isn't it? So, but we are on the flat, and we're taking it easy, and we're just trying to pick up where we left off last year, but forgetting. We don't have any blisters though, do we?
No
injuries.
Lots of tarmac though. We've been walking on lots of tarmac today.
Lots of roads and things like that. So Jill has now developed the art of communication through dance.
Yeah, yep.
Which is very impressive. So when we ask for food, Julie...
I'm very good at gesticulating everything, because no one speaks English outside of Lisbon, and we're very, very spoiled that everyone speaks English, aren't we? And they haven't got a clue what you're talking about, so you have to do sign language.
Goes straight into dancing on the spot and doing lots of wonderful things, but the job gets done, which is really impressive.
And they show us their photographs and their family, and we've got all these new best friends, you know, and we get free wine and we get all sorts of stuff, because I don't know if it's because they like my dancing. I think they think she's trying, bless her. I'll look after her.
Well, everybody warms.
Which mental hospital did she come out of, you know? Maybe.
I mean, it's bizarre. You can go off into a cafe and then come out and say, oh, that person does such and such, and they went here, there and everywhere. And you think, how the hell did you manage to get all that?
Nosy,
within 5 minutes.
It's
not nosy, it's a way of communication, which is very sweet.
But where we were last night is the ballroom. You can talk about, you know, they do this spot. Oh my God!
As a Bajura.
Yeah.
That is something. So there's a sort of, I wouldn't say it was quite an old high street, but we walked in, they got all these timber structures, bollards. Bollards is not, fencing, if you like, very, you know, rugged timber fencing, and think, what on earth is all this?
So you can stand behind it if a bull is coming at you.
So they've got a bull run.
It's really weird.
I think it's probably this weekend, and they've done it for a century, so it seems. But it turns our stomach a little bit. But I must admit, the Portuguese are very, very lovely. I do like the Portuguese. They're very friendly, aren't they?
Lovely people.
Lovely people.
Really nice, yeah.
So
we've done a lot of lovely things. We've done a lot of walking. We have got Google Translate out, which is rubbish. It doesn't work at all.
Oh, that's good.
You know, from last year. And we went to a restaurant and we didn't have a clue what anything was. Really, you couldn't even guess. And we had lizard, seahorse, all sorts of things, didn't we? Translated.
Well, it wasn't
I
lizard,
couldn't stop. I couldn't stop
Google
laughing.
translated.
I
So
thought,
Jill
I don't
went-
really want lizard. Yeah.
Jill flew straight into a bit of Mamma Mia just to get the point across. And it worked out very well.
Yeah.
So it's been good. But it has been tiring. And I don't know whether it's just the fact we had level crossings and churches to deal with, which of course is our choice to stay in such places. But it wasn't the best places to stay, possibly. But it doesn't matter. You settle back into this, don't we? Sort of, it's another room, it's another bedroom, and has it got enough electrical sockets? Are there any bloody bells running around? Are there any bulls running in the high street? Anything
but
like that?
now we're in this wonderful manor house, and this lady's cooked for us, and we thought there'd be lots of other people here, but we're the only people here. So she's cooked for us and left us things, and said, "Can I go now?" So yes, go. And I asked her if she wanted us to do the dishes, but she didn't, which was sweet. It's lovely, and it's still light. The sun is shining. It's lovely.
But we are to bed fairly early, I must admit. Not that we're doing that many miles. We did 20 kilometres yesterday and a little less today, which is fine. But we're 70 kilometres in, as I said, and it's no insignificant amount, is it? We're doing 600, so we're doing well. And the more we progress up, the more country it will become, the more countrified it will become. So we've been promised. So
the more octopus we will eat. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, we've been eating octopus. What was I going to say? I was going to say something in the next video. I've lost it now. I've forgotten it. Absolutely.
There's a lot less cultural Marxism going around here. There aren't so many artificially created victims around here. So it doesn't feel like that. Yes, we don't really see what's going on behind the scenes, but it always seems such a mix of nationalities. It really is a mix, which is beautiful. So that sort of idea of artificial separation created by whoever wants to create this distance between us. And of course, you were very good, aren't you? You were.
Oh, I had a rant.
You had a rant last night to somebody you never met before, which was quite
we
useful.
met a Canadian man who was very nice. And he lives in Japan, and another English woman, and I was ranting on at them about us all being the same, and people were trying to divide us and to not be divided, and it takes us to do a bit of travelling to know that we are real people, and it's us. We're the ones that can actually make a difference. You don't have to wait for anyone else to make a difference for us, And so the travellers, here's to the travellers,
It's a great leveller, I
same.
suppose, travelling is a great leveller. So we're not exposed to that, but as I said, the Portuguese always seem to be so nice. But
yes,
I'm hoping to leave a view of outside the bloody window.
maybe we should walk outside and show everyone where we are. It's
It would
gorgeous.
take ages to do that.
Yeah.
Neither you or I know where we're going.
I think tomorrow when we what happened there? I think tomorrow it'll be in an albergue probably with 30 beds and bunk beds in a room, because this is so lovely.
Strangely enough, we're not exactly
We're not.
the same type of environment we're in
that's
now.
all right then.
We're staying in a very smart Equestrian Hotel.
Maybe that's what they are.
At some
Equestrian Hotel.
At some point, we'll rough it, but we're not roughing it at the moment, which is lovely. I mean, the Camino is not clearly defined, so there isn't anybody on the trails. Very few we've seen. In the evenings, we sometimes see people, but we never see anybody walking. So we don't have the energy flowing behind us. So
and if Mark, my Qigong teacher, is watching this,
we're both doing that.
we're both doing it.
Because
as we're
nobody
walking
can see
along.
us.
Thank you, Mark. I'm on it. Yeah.
So there we are, a little bit of an update, and hopefully we'll get a bit more energy behind us. I've got quite a lot of colour. Jilly's got quite a lot of colour. We're getting there slowly. I look terribly red on this. Oh, how vain. How vain. But it's nice to be out in the sun because I understand that fact the weather in England is not so good.
Poor you.
Oh, so sorry. Just imagine us having to walk through 26 degrees or whatever it is at the moment. It's lovely.
And having to stop
breeze.
every now and again for a Lipton's cold tea or a
lemonade or a shandy.
It's a shame. Yeah.
But we're enjoying ourselves and we're still injury free and we're fine and it's good. So hopefully we'll settle into the routine. We've already lost days. I think it's Friday today, isn't it? So and tomorrow we've been away for almost a week, if not here, but certainly left home. So it's funny how time flies, doesn't it vanish?
It's gone. Went ages ago.
Along with most other things. Take care, darlings.
Obrigado. Obrigada.
Obrigado.